She's awesome. Give it up for the very funny Veronica Mosey.
Hi. Well, let's try that again. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here. I got hit on by this really disgusting guy earlier, and it was awesome because I've come up with a great way to get out of it. What I do is I take advantage of my height. I let the guy talk a little bit, and I just say something like, "So, do you like surprises?" Yeah, it works a little too well. I actually just got married a few weeks ago. Very excited about that. Not sure if it's going to work out, but it's okay. I'm happy to be out of the dating scene, though, man. I hated it. I was on the online dating thing. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's really frustrating. Everybody puts the same hobbies down. Do you know the most popular hobby in New York City is hiking and biking? Where the fuck do you hike? I mean, apparently there's no more elevators anymore. You just rappel down your building in the morning, and then everybody likes long walks on the beach. Every single person. If you go to any beach right now, you will find 50,000 people from eharmony.com. And they're all in a big group, and they're just walking. And I think hurricane season takes out like 13,000 members every year. And the problem is I couldn't put my real hobbies down because my real hobbies were like, I like to go to dive bars, get drunk and make out with Puerto Rican guys. And so I never understood the girls who got like tons and tons of dates, like, you know, the ones who talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Like everything they say sounds like a question. And they always have that look of surprise and disgust on their face when they're talking. Like even when they say something nice, like, that's a great dress. You look amazing! And they all walk around with their stupid Ugg boots on. I fucking hate Ugg boots, man. I hate them. Here's something, just understand, girls, not one guy in this room finds Ugg boots sexy. That's why strippers don't wear Ugg boots. They look like a pile of dirty hamburger buns. But all these girls, they all walk around these little clusters of irritation all throughout the United States, and you can't even tell who's talking when they're talking because they all sound exactly the same when they're talking. But they usually have that one friend in the group who has like the super raspy party voice. Like she's the girl who goes right up to the bar, turns around to all of her friends and goes, "Let's do shots, you guys! Shots!" Like her voice is the personification of bad choices. It's like cigarettes, Jägermeister, random dicks in her mouth. She's like slut bag. You know exactly what I'm talking about. She's the girl who gets the tattoo across the top of her ass, but it's not like a butterfly or a rainbow. It just says, "I'm a whore," just right across the tower, you know. And I don't know. And what kills me is when I would see one of these girls with an engagement ring on. Like some guy looked at a girl who was like, and then she walked into the party and she was wearing exactly the same dress as I was wearing, and I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I have to have that for the rest of my life. It just doesn't make sense, man. It's so weird. I just hate everybody. I hate the world we're living. I don't understand why we watch the stupid shit we watch on TV. I'm watching a show called My Strange Addiction. Have you seen My Strange Addiction? It's so weird. Just use deductive reasoning. It's just people who are fucked up, okay? There's a woman who eats couch cushions. She eats, a futon is a snack to her. That's what she thinks. And it's really weird because this girl was on, and she kind of thought like this, right? And she comes out and she's eating a cushion, and she goes, the inside of the cushion, actually the outside tastes better. It's like crunchy. Like it's a cat. Like, why are you eating McDonald's like every other fucking Puerto Rican girl? I don't understand. Anyway, so, and don't get mad at me, Puerto Ricans. Anyway, so then her therapist comes out and she goes, well, you have to understand that Juanita was raped. I'm like, by a couch? I don't understand what the fuck. Why don't you just drink and do drugs like everyone else who's assaulted? Like, I don't understand, like, why... You don't like that. I pushed the envelope too much. Okay. And why do we watch the Kardashians? The Kardashians, I don't understand it. Is that applause for the Kardashians or against? Yes, I love it. I want to see Kim Kardashian's face go right through a fucking windshield. I hate her so much. She has nothing to contribute to, but she's got a show. She's got, okay, I watched one episode of that show. She's talking to her sister, the one who looks like a man. Who's that? Chloe, right? She comes out and she goes, literally, the conversation was like very riveting television. She goes, I just want to meet a guy who like takes me out and like kind of makes me feel alive. And her sister's like, well, be careful because like the limelight gets crazy, you know. You want to be like, keep it private. She's like, yeah, we should keep it private. So then she goes on a date with this douchebag, and she's like, listen, Jeremy, I just want to make sure that we keep it private. Like, I don't want to be in the limelight all the time because I just don't want my life like that. And he's like, yeah, blow me. And then what happens is the next day, Chloe comes out and she goes, oh my God, Kim, you're not going to believe this. Everybody knows about your date. It's in the paper. I'm like, you don't remember the camera crew you fucking hired to bring on your fucking date, you fucking badass bitch who has nothing to say. You don't fucking remember that? Sorry. This is what kills me though. What kills me about television, all this shit, maybe it's just me being a bitter bitch, but here's the thing. I've done like Tonight Show, I've been on the Oprah, I've been on Dr. Phil, he's a dick, and the thing is, okay, alright, I majored this, it didn't fucking do anything for me, and I will never get my own show, and Marion, who's here, will never get her own show, and all the comments, we won't get our own show, but if I was a 52-year-old fucking hoarder from Western Pennsylvania, whose house was covered in ants, and piles of fucking National Geographics, and there were banana peels everywhere, and all my friends walked in and were like, did you even know you had cats when they tripped over a pile of bones? Then I'd get a fucking show. That's what I hate about this fucking world we live in. Sorry. Please come with us. Quarters. We have a show called Extreme Couponing. What the fuck? Make this up. We have shows called Cupcake Wars. How do you make a war out of a fucking cupcake? It's supposed to be about balloons and happy times and birthday parties and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but someone's like, I can make better buttercream roast than you, dickhead. It's like, why are we fighting over this? It's so, sorry. Ooh, I'm okay. Why is Rachel Ray so fucking popular? She's awful. She can't cook anything. Tell me if this is a good comparison. Rachel Ray reminds me of that really slutty chick in college who fucked every guy in the frat house and then woke up in the morning on the floor of the frat house and cooked them all breakfast with whatever's left over from the party. Think about it. That's how she comes up with her recipes. She's like, well, I'm not screwing the entire varsity basketball team. I'm making scrambled eggs with grape jelly, Fritos, and beer. Yummo! She does that after everything she says. What is wrong with her? You know? She abbreviates everything. She's like, EVOO extra virgin olive, right? And then she says it. She'll go, EVOO extra virgin olive oil. Here's the thing about acronyms, Rach. You don't use an acronym and then follow the shit you just fucking abbreviated for. That makes no sense. That'd be like if I said, hey, I have to hit the ATM automated teller machine. Why the fuck would I waste my time like that? God, she's so gross. And then Martha Stewart, she's popular too. And by the way, I met her. Cunt. All right, so here's the thing. Martha Stewart, she sounds like she should have like 50 chopped up children in her basement, doesn't she? She had a Halloween special. She comes out, she's like, today I'm Martha Stewart. We're gonna be making some scary treats for Halloween. Some spooky spiders made out of chicken wire and plastic bags. I just murdered my neighbor's dog. It's like the creepiest. I don't know. I think people are sometimes doomed by their voices. You know what I mean? Like the way they talk. Like, I heard this woman on the train the other day, she's talking like this with one of her friends, right? Exactly like this. And I'm thinking, that poor woman will probably never win a gold medal for, like, the luge. Like, that'll never happen. Like, could you imagine if she talks like this? Here you go. She gets up on the podium. She's like, well, I trained in the luge for 14 years, and here I am, Sarajevo. Who knew, right? Forever, she's going to return shit to Bloomingdale's. That's all she's ever And then my daughter-in-law bought the same comforter set that I brought to the shower. Now I have to go back to Bloomingdale's. I'm sorry, I just want to do that. And then like I heard, why are people who are the loudest and most annoying people in the world the ones on their cell phones on every corner? I heard a girl on her phone the other day, I shit you not, she goes, I want to know why you didn't call me back. I want to know why you didn't call me back. Why you did? I'm like, I know why, I know. I do love football. I'm so happy football season's here. Aren't you happy about that, guys? I love it. It's my favorite sport. The only thing I don't care about football nowadays, I don't like the female sportscasters that they use in football because I don't think they use the right type of woman. She always comes out, she's very glamorous, and she doesn't usually say very much to contribute to the game. Hey guys, looks like Eli Manning and the Giants are going to have a hard time tonight because it is chilly out here. Back to you in the studio. And all the guys are like, great job, Wendy. Great sideline reporting. She's amazing. I'm like, Wendy didn't even say anything. The girl that should do the sportscasting in football should be that chick who, remember when we were younger, we all knew that super tough, sporty chick, and she had like a mullet and a fake mustache. And her name was like Susan Murphy, but we all called her Murph. Remember that girl? She's the catcher on the softball team. And we said hi to her in the hallway. She was like, stop! Like that girl. Remember when she went to the prom and we were all like, dude, Murph looks weird in a dress. Like, that's the girl who should do the fucking sportscasting in football. She should get up there, be like, Eli Manning threw 8 touchdowns, only 1 interception. It's over a 70% QB rating back to you in the studio. All the guys are like, man, the new guy's really good, isn't he? Hey, Veronica, thanks a lot, guys. I had a great